Well. We back at it again. We are here with another episode of the We Got You podcast. We got my man B-Jack to the right.
What's up?
We got white chocolate in the corner glowing.
What's going on?
Hey, happy birthday.
Baby.
You had
Happy
a birthday.
birthday.
Thank you.
Would you turn 34?
34.
That's our man White Chocolate off screen. We just wanted to introduce him for this episode, all episodes actually. And last is our man here, Dustin Pekar.
What's up, guys? How are you?
Welcome back, brother. It's good to have you back, man. It's been
Those are all his trophies back
those
there.
are
Don't get it
his. Those are
confused.
his, not ours. Those are his. Those are his. Yo, we got a cameraman. Let's check out these trophies. Get a little close up on these trophies for us, just so we could flex on them. I didn't get them. Just so there you go. There you go. So
Zoom in on that.
yeah,
man.
zoom in.
Make
On,
it
look at that vein right there. Describe those muscles. I ain't. Anyways.
Give the anatomy breakdown right there.
Yeah, there we go. So we got a. What happened, Bradley?
I'm so weak.
You get all red. You got ready to get all red.
Hey, man, I got a whistle. I'll blow it if he starts something.
Shit, Help! Yeah. So welcome back, brother. Good to have you back. It was a little, we're in 2020 now, so things are a little different. Resolutions for some people. I don't think anybody here has any. We talked about that earlier. But we're back, man. Good to have you back. How you feeling?
I'm doing well, man. Thank y'all guys for having me.
No problem, man. Thanks for coming back. Life's treating you good?
Good.
Brad, I never asked you. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling great.
How's life treating you?
It is good.
Yeah?
Man, I did the polar plunge on New Year's Day.
It really,
That shit was
I
pretty
have
cool.
not done that yet.
Man, I've never done it. I lived in Austin all my life, and I've never done it.
It was
And
your first time?
First time. It's not my first time in Barton Springs, but it's my first time doing that on New Year's Day.
Colder in the water or out of the water?
it was colder out the water.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even that cold this
Like
year.
when I jumped in,
the water's
I was like,
warmer.
Yeah, I was like, it's colder whenever it's summertime.
Yeah.
There was more people at Barton Springs than during the summertime when we go.
That's nuts to me.
And I was like, what the hell? I jumped off the diving board.
Well, the water's
Cannonball. No, I got it, yeah.
Yeah, he's a cannonball type guy. He's like a grown ass kid, like standing in line, like
I busted a shallow on that.
You know
in line, he's pushing the kids out of the way.
No, he's
Like, my
pissing his
turn.
pants while he's standing in line because he's mixing to go with the drip. Look at that. You see? He's out there. And then
I'm
there he
turning up.
is. There he
I'm turning
is.
up. I'm trying to make
He's
the
like, no
biggest fucking
cuts.
splash.
Yeah,
No cuts. I'm like, damn, bro, that's like a 4-year-old.
Hey,
Standing in line.
I'm
You
trying
gotta
to
teach
get
him young.
claps.
Yeah, but it wasn't trying to get claps. But it wasn't. It actually was like fucking 80, like 70 degrees. Or
No,
no,
it wasn't 70. It was about 60.
It was about 60. So even like when you jumped in the fucking water, the water was warmer.
Then it was outside.
Well, isn't the water like 60?
Yeah, it's constant.
68.
It's like 68. It's
Okay.
constant.
All year round, right?
Yeah, so so I'm assuming when it's 40 outside, it's gonna be warmer inside the water. So I don't think.
But it's worse during the summertime because
Yeah.
it's like 95 to 100 degrees.
Right.
Like, you jump in that water.
It's like more like
a shot.
breathtaking, yeah.
it's
Like,
more
it's
like 110.
I've done that, but I haven't done the polar plunge
Yeah,
yet.
the polar
which,
plunge is
Yeah.
badass.
So hopefully
You
next
gotta
year,
experience it.
hopefully next year, it's a little bit colder, so we could see what that's like to get out and have the shrinkage. I didn't have shrinkage. Did you? I didn't, so hey, but I'm gonna tell you something about Barton Springs that I do love though is how you feel afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
You always
I
feel
don't think
like,
a lot of people understand that.
dude, you feel cleansed, like you like new.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like you like your skin
you sleep
feels
good
better.
that night.
You sleep great that night. Your skin feels great the next day. Your mind is better. You actually, I always wake up feeling great, but I always wake up feeling even better after the swim. So it was a great way to start the year.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
like-
a lot
like
of people
almost
say
like
it's
cleanse.
very therapeutic to go in Barton Springs.
It is, man.
when did they start the actual polar plunge? And
When?
Yeah.
8 o'clock in the morning.
No, but like when? How
Oh,
long,
how
did
long
they start
ago?
doing that?
Man,
Yeah.
we don't. I don't know.
Has that been around as long as
Yeah,
you've
it's
been
been
in
as
Austin?
long as I've
Yes,
been around.
yeah,
It's been
for
around.
sure,
But polar bears, I mean, shit. I mean, they doing where they cut out fucking holes in the lake. I'm not talking about polar bear. Polar bear plunges like in North
they do,
America.
yeah.
Dude, I did
they-
that
they're-
once. I did that once
Look.
in Canada.
Yeah,
in
they carve
Montreal,
out the
middle
ice.
of January, frozen
The
river.
they cut the ice out and let you jump in
It
it.
fucks your brain up so bad because it's free. It's like 5 degrees outside, but
Yeah.
the water has got to be like 33.
Yeah.
So you jump in and your brain's like, this is really cold, but it's colder out here. And your brain just kind of disconnects for a
Damn,
second, trying to
hell.
process it all.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'll be that brave,
Yeah,
but
I wouldn't
I'm
go
cool. I'm cool with the Austin.
I'm cool with the Austin
It's
polar
not really
plunge.
like a polar bear. It's like just a bear plunge, really, because
But
it
it's
ain't
still
that
fucking
bad.
cold. Don't get it twisted.
Like electric start the truck, and I'm coming back.
Shit,
Yeah.
I brought a blanket and everything.
Robe. I had a robe
Yeah, I
and
had a robe.
everything, but it was all good, man. It was a good time out there. Yeah, that was a great way to start the year. You do anything crazy to start the year?
Nothing crazy, man. For me, it's the fitness biz is it's booming right now. Everybody's got the new
The resolutions and everything.
Gym like fucking crazy
Man,
right
it's
now.
crazy. I just come from Goldsboro, and I've never seen so many people in the gym.
When does it fall off?
February.
So Not February. It's March.
Yeah.
It's in March because that's when spring break is. Usually everybody has their resolutions. They make that 3-month marker, and then they kind of fall off right there at the end. But it always kind of picks up right there. Right there before summertime, it picks up because everybody gets that summer bod.
Yeah.
And then, right there, whenever kids get out of school, parents are taking care of their kids, it kind of drops back off then.
So the clientele definitely picks up this time of year.
Oh, most definitely. Camps are full. The boot camps are full. It's a busy time.
People are getting ready for pool season.
Yeah.
Pool season's coming up. So that's what's up, man. Bradley, anything new going on? Like besides just the polar bear swim? I know you've been on a swordfish tear lately.
I mean, I'm always trying to do stuff. I'm always cooking. I'm doing keto again.
Oh, that's what's up.
Probably my shit that I'm doing. I like doing keto. I do a little intermittent fasting within that, which has really helped me a lot. But yeah, that's.
Yeah, man. I definitely
you can't stay on keto forever.
No, I definitely,
said,
I definitely cleaned up my life a lot, like personally, mentally, everything. So just starting the year off with just a fresh new brain, fresh new mind. Actually, mindset is what I learned is best. We left off, man, on this last podcast. We were talking about relationships. I talked about how I got to fucking gauge without proposing. We talked about dieting. We talked about a little bit of everything. Yeah. And we're just going to go ahead and relationships. And we're going to go ahead and, if that's cool, dive right back into that. Everyone cool with that over there? Off screen, on screen? Yeah. Anybody? Chris, you're not in a relationship of now, right? Nothing's changed since last time?
Nope.
Any changes with you? You in a relationship since last time? No? You're still living that single life? Well, I'm going to go. Well, we going out. We got to go out. Shit changed for me.
Oh, no shit?
Yeah.
I want to hear about this. What's going on?
What you want to hear about, man? No, it's just things were, it just wasn't going to work out. And this was I've never done any relationship shitty. Like, they've always left in good terms where we could talk. You know what I'm saying?
That's the adult way.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times, there is relationships out there, man. You end them, and they're like,
well, they're
getting your car key.
Yeah.
You might get something broken. Like, it's just crazy. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be like that. You should be able to just
realize
well,
that,
that's
hey,
what
look,
adults do.
Realize like, hey, and so that's what essentially started to happen. I just started to realize it's like, man, like this is
not for you.
This ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Before too much time goes by, let me just go ahead and essentially just start to wing myself out.
Yeah.
And pull, just have the talk and just let them know, and so I try to do that, and it backfired. So,
how long were y'all together for?
almost, I would say close to a year. No, I would just 9.5 months, somewhere around there.
How did it backfire?
Well, because I try to handle it like that, and then
she just blew up and keyed your shit anyway.
There was no keys involved, but maybe some rocks or some type of apparatus.
But it happens though, because man, people come it's just crazy. Like when you're talking about relationships, because there's so many, there's highs and then there's lows, and it's like, dang, it's just weird when it ends like that, because you're like, dang, it started off so good.
Yeah, and it even was gonna end good. It wasn't even it wasn't even like a fuck
you were trying to end it good.
Yeah, it wasn't even like a fuck you breakup.
But that's what relationships are, because it's not just you in it.
It wasn't gonna be I knew it wasn't gonna be the relationship where we remained friends.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I already knew that wasn't gonna be the ending of that wasn't gonna be our friendship past our relationship. But I just knew I was trying to, you think most people in relationships, when they're in relationships and they end them, fucked up wise or
what do you think the percentage is of people that end them where we still talk?
I mean, see, the thing is I'm cool with
what do y'all think? What do you think?
I feel like it's very rare, but that's my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't.
I'm pretty good about civil ending. I'm friends with most of my exes still.
Yeah.
And I've had girls I was dating get jealous of that. Like, you still talk to your exes. I was like, yeah, because I'm not a piece of shit.
Yeah.
If every ex said, fuck that guy, he sucks, it probably says something about me and my character.
Yeah. Would you hang out with your ex and her new boyfriend?
I have.
Damn.
It depends on them. And I went to an ex's wedding.
Oh yeah. See, the thing is, I mean, I have my son's mom. We've always been cool. She's had life way after me. I have a few ex-girlfriends that, it never ended ugly. We don't talk on a daily basis, but it isn't awkward to reach out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not because you miss them, but just reach out. And but yeah, I this one didn't end like that. So now I'm starting 2020, like y'all guys, focused on life, not on, I don't know what y'all focused on, but that's essentially what I'm gonna turn my direction to now. Fuck Fuck the bullshit.
Fuck the bullshit.
I'm going straight
Just
to
date.
I'm going, man. Like that's the thing is like dating. Like it's a trip. It's a trip because
time
like
consuming
well,
as
it's not
well.
even that. It's not even that. All right. I have a different perspective. Like you have your dating situations, and like I like your situations are probably a lot easier than some other people's, right? And so for me, I have a different like. I'm a different like person. So like at the age I'm at now, I've never been in this shape. I've never been mentally this sharp. I've never been physically this strong.
Do you still feel? I'm going to say this shittily, but do you still feel like a fat kid?
Every day. I tell this to everybody.
So it's like fat kid trying to date, but you don't look like a fat kid.
The thing is like, okay, so now.
I mean, I say that as a fat kid, so.
Yeah, no. Like, like the thing is like, when, like for me, like when I don't see myself as 350 pounds. Like I'm not like that person, but I don't see myself like attractive like some of these women do. So when I have a young woman hitting me in my chair, sizing me up, pretty much fucking me in my chair, right?
And he didn't even know. I had to tell this motherfucker.
And he's always like, hey, bro.
She's trying to fuck. Like,
Yeah, and I'm like, hell. I
I've
said,
had that
damn,
happen.
she's over here like, I'm like, I didn't even know. And super attractive,
Yeah.
right? Like super attractive. And like, it just doesn't like register as quick for, you know what I mean? It just coming from a different like beginning essentially. Like for instance, like my friend at the party, you asked her, what was the first thing you asked her? And hey, I'm just going to be straight up. She had a great time, but she got super offended by that. And the thing was,
Did she?
yeah,
I
because
was so fucked up by that
nah,
point.
but the thing
When
was,
I-
What happened?
But
What
it wasn't a fucked up question.
I thought it was. It was your girlfriend. Because again, I was drunk. I
Bro,
wasn't paying attention.
no.
I wasn't paying. Dude, at that point of the
So
night,
no,
I
but
was
it wasn't.
done.
But he
You're
didn't ask.
supposed to know.
He didn't ask a fuck. No,
That's
no,
guy
he-
code. If you don't know, don't say
But
shit.
he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
He didn't say nothing crazy. What the question he asked? I don't know if you remember this.
No, I remember.
The question he asked her was, "Were you Damien's? How long you been dating Damien?"
No, I
And-
said, did you know Damien back when he
but
was a big
that-
guy?
But the first question was, "How long y'all been dating?" And she goes, "We're friends." And she goes, "Were y'all?" And then he goes, "Were y'all friends when he was big?"
And I prefaced it with, I'm not trying to be an asshole.
Yeah, but the thing, yeah, but of course, it's like somebody say, "I'm not trying to be a racist," but like, you know what I mean? Like,
enough.
and so like, it's like,
But
so,
you know, Chris is direct.
yeah, no, and
Very.
there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I didn't take it wrong.
Yeah.
She took it like, you think I like she took it like he was like she thought that she was shallow, and I was like, I told her, I was like, yo, I known
Oh, yeah.
she's known me since I was big,
Yeah,
like
no,
you know
no.
what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
she's always known me, like we've always been cool, like,
Yeah.
and so you know, so, but yeah, so that was that. So I thought that was pretty funny. Like that we were at the strip club, and she was like, was that dude being an asshole? I said, no. Like, I had to explain it to her for like 30 minutes. So, Chris, thanks for ruining my night a little
My
bit.
bad.
It's all good. It was all good. We got back on course. We had a good time. So, yeah, man. So, that's it. So, just started 2020 strong, focused on what I got to do. More workouts with my man here, putting the food together, you know, getting motivated by seeing Bradley doing his thing. I get motivated by simple things. You telling me, actually not telling me. I don't get motivated by anybody telling me shit. I get motivated by you showing me.
Yeah.
You know, I can hear you too. I tell my biggest thing I tell people is my fucking ears don't work, but my eyes do.
I like that.
My ears don't work anymore. I can't hear what? Show me. And so that's my thing. And so that's what I'm gonna start. That's what we're gonna start doing in 2020. We got a few events we got planned coming. We're trying to plan a festival, March 29th.
Okay.
So I'm just
What
letting
kind
you
of
know.
festival? That's not. Is that the crawfish one?
We're doing our
Crawfish.
crawfish boil. We're doing our crawfish boil and band festival. We just locked down the cooks. I'm talking to 3 bands right now. As we meeting up with a whiskey rep on 9 Bandits coming through.
You get in touch with her?
Yeah, Sarah's coming through on Monday. So
Awesome.
we got that going down.
Let's get back to this dating thing.
No, I'm down.
So I got a little. When you go on a date with a girl, let's see. I want to get all this perspective. So when you go on a date, obviously, if you ask a girl on a date, you pay for it.
Yes.
But what if she asks you to go out? Do you still pay for it?
Are you hitting at the end? No. Hold on. Are you pulling up in a different vehicle and leaving in different vehicles? These are just questions I'm asking. Just
This
so I
is
know.
my thing, though.
Wait. So I can answer your question. I just need to know a little bit more.
Okay.
Are you pulling up in different vehicles and leaving in different vehicles?
No.
So
But what I'm saying is, it starts with, okay, say if you take a girl on 3 dates,
Yeah.
you took her because you asked her to go,
yeah.
and then so do you pay for every date? You see what I'm saying? Like, Do you pay for every date you go on?
See, that's the thing. Like, I personally, this was,
Because she's trying to fuck you too.
I get that part.
So
I think everybody has their own personal code, right? And for me, in those situations, if I ask a female to go on a date, I definitely I'm going to pay.
Yeah.
But if
she
it's
calls
vice
you,
versa, you know, if it
she
goes
says,
the other
"Hey,
way,
I want you to come and let's go watch a movie."
I'm always reaching for the wallet.
And then
for
what if
sure.
you get there and she's like, "You got to pay for it"? Because
They just don't reach.
Still pay. I still pay,
Yeah.
but I don't forget that.
Yes,
I don't forget.
But what does that mean though?
Well, I mean,
Is it a red flag?
It definitely is.
What is it? What is it? What is a red? What does it say?
Well-
it definitely, for me, it throws a guard up.
Yeah.
Okay? It's like it's just a character thing.
Yeah.
You know, it comes down to a character thing that it's something that could be different for you, that it is different
Yeah.
for me. You know, it's one of those things that I appreciate in a person whenever they say, "Hey, I got this one." You know,
Yeah.
and then
Because in relationships, that's something that people don't really talk about. And I think now moving towards, back in the day, men paid for everything because women couldn't work.
right. And I
You know what I mean?
I
Like-
struggle with that as a man, and my ego is not, and it's the first thing I always want to do is to take care of.
Because
take
there's
care of the
some
woman.
dudes that say, I asked you on a date and you still pay. The girl still pays. She pays her half and he pays his half, which I think is weird. I think.
For
On a
date.
first date, fuck yeah, there's dudes out there that say that. There's dudes that think like that.
I've heard stories. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely that's
Man, like it's different.
it's a thing.
Like,
It's a thing.
I
It
got
really
4
is.
sisters,
Yeah.
and they go on dates.
But what about-
But like
no,
when they were going on dates, like they say, like I've heard these crazy ass stories. Like
What about a date where you go on it and you're like, she's cool, but nothing's coming of this. Like both of you sense it, like, we didn't click. I take care of my half. Because I've had dates go like that, where it was like, I had a good time, but this is going nowhere, and we both know it. All right, well, I'll take care of my half. I'll take care of yours. And that's that.
Man, that's a lot of pressure to fucking have to like figure all that out. I never do that shit. Like if we hanging out. Like this is just like a mutual friendship. Like
Right.
there's no expectation here. So we hanging out. Like so that's how I look at it. Like I ain't paying for every fucking meal. I look at it like when somebody like automatically, like say you take somebody out on a date and they automatically don't pay like say 6 times. That to me is a huge,
For sure.
huge. Even 3 or 4 times. That to me is like
How do you approach
it's
that?
not,
though?
but the thing-
but this is supposed to be 50-50.
But I
and
get
that's
it.
how I
But
look
it's
at
not the 50-50. I look at it from a different mentality standpoint. Like this person is like I'm not worth. Like I gotta pay essentially
Like,
for their
you're
time.
chasing them.
Yeah. Like I gotta they're on the like for some reason these motherfuckers climbed up on a fucking pedestal.
So what
They
do you
put
do?
the pussy
So
on the pedestal.
in the situation, if that was
Oh,
to happen,
I got the tickets. Go
do you
get the
cut it-
pop. No,
you-
I got the tickets. Go get the popcorn.
Yep.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I
if you're
got
at
the
a,
ticket.
if you're at a bar,
Yeah.
hey, like you get the first round.
Yeah.
A lot of times the girl's just gonna go, I got the next round.
Yeah.
And then I was like, appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Because man,
that
there's
I like.
nothing more sexier than a girl saying that she's paying for it. Like
Yeah.
not like making her do it, but like you go to do it and then she's like, "No, I got this one."
You want her to open the door too before?
No, see that's different.
Well, I don't know. I'm
It's just-
asking.
It's a
you-
contribution.
I can't ask.
Yeah,
I
because
can't
it's
ask.
different.
It's
I'm
a
talking about like
contribution.
you're not like you're going out for it, but damn, that shit's badass for her to even offer. Even if you like when she does it, I'm almost like, fuck no, you don't pay shit. Like
Yeah.
like that is it's not it's,
Right.
it's
And
just-
you're getting
Right,
the dick.
I agree with that.
yeah.
And you
Like
getting the
dog,
dick.
if a girl like bro, it's
I'm giving you, you know, I'm gonna stretch before I give you the dick because you paid the bill. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure I don't get tired this time. I'm
You're good and mobile
like-
before
yeah,
you
I'm
get
gonna
into
do
it.
the arm circles, the backwards.
I'm going to show you something new today.
Yeah. I was you get the new. Yeah, so yeah, man, I don't know. I don't find it that difficult because I
mean, I don't even have to deal with this shit.
I don't
I've been
put
with
the
my girl forever. But
I don't. So
it's-
do y'all automatically split?
Yeah, we split shit. We don't split everything. If I take her on a date, like, but we do this shit. Like, if she calls me and says, "Hey, let's go watch a movie," she'll buy the movie.
Yeah.
If I say, "Hey, I'm," because there's times where I'm like, I'm taking you on dates. Like, we're still, you know what I'm saying? Dating. We've been together forever, but we're still dating.
Since you're a personal trainer, the reason I'm asking is how many in your in however far back in whatever time you can remember. What was the most times in a month you got meals paid for? Would you say like women asked you out like in 1 month? You're like, fuck, what's in the water?
That's an interesting question.
like-
I would feel like that it's in my experience that it's more rare, but it's just
it's
my
just more,
my character to be like, I got this. You know, that's just how I am. You know what I mean? It's how I was raised, how I was taught, and it's just one thing that I feel like a lot of people respect it or they don't.
Yeah.
You know, and the people that don't notice that I do that and they don't take the initiative to offer to pay,
Yeah.
I need to just go ahead and just
Yeah,
come
pull the
on,
plug.
pull the plug on.
Pull the plug.
And that's what I've noticed in my dating experience.
At the age.
That's what I've had to do. You know, and my dating experience has
Because there's some girls out there that just think, I mean, there's some dudes out there that don't pay shit. They think that they just ride whoever they're going out with.
Right.
There's it goes on both sides. I'm not saying women are just like that, but there are women out there that just like, fuck, I'm not paying for anything.
Yeah, no,
mean,
there's
it's
some
like-
there's some real ones out there.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
there's some
sure.
real ones out there too. They're just
Yeah.
gonna split the bill right.
Exactly. Yeah, there's some girl. Yeah, I'm not saying. That's why I said it's on guys too.
My friend from Chris's birthday party, she's automatically splits the bill. No questions asked. There ain't like you know what I mean? She got the entry to the strip club. She paid the fee to
It's
get
just-
in.
My thing is, I don't like splitting stuff. I like alternating stuff. Like
Yeah.
you were saying,
Yeah.
I got the tickets, you got the popcorn.
sure.
I got this round, you got next round. That feels more natural
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
than
Then here's where
let's
split this
Let's
round.
do this. Did you tip 20%? Because I
my-
tipped
my-
25%.
Yeah, see, that
Like,
shit's dumb. Yeah.
no.
My conflict in
I
that is
got
like-
this meal, you got next meal.
I don't like to communicate that. I
Yeah,
like
for
for
sure.
somebody to just to straight up
pick up
offer.
the read.
Yeah, and it's one thing I don't want to have to communicate that. I want somebody to offer that,
Yeah.
and that to me is a character thing.
But what if you like the person? Okay, now what if you like the person and like those little things are bothering you?
It's just going to add up, and you're going to be resentful.
But you're
later.
not. You wouldn't tell them. Just to like because you actually see.
Well, and that's when you need to communicate. That's when it turns into it's already an issue. Then
Yeah.
it's done. You didn't turn into it's done. You done got resentful, and now you need to. You should have communicated a long time ago
Yeah.
before that ever got to that point. And that's my opinion.
Yeah, no, I get that. But what I'm saying is you will cut them, like you essentially cut them off when you start to realize that they're not going to like essentially kick in their, like just even attempt to kick in or whatnot. But I'm saying, what if you like the girl?
I mean, I think
Would you
should
just
o-
tell her?
should
Would you
offer
tell
an
her?
opportunity to be like,
Yeah.
hey, this is how I feel, and tell me how you feel.
Yeah,
And if they think that,
So what if y'all are just friends?
that's easy.
You just-
Fuck, you just split your bill. That's easy.
So
I still think the same code for me it stands. You know, if I ask you on a date to go somewhere, but I mean, most of my girlfriends, if they're my girlfriends, that's I think that should be understood.
Yeah.
Like, it's split. You know, we're all in this world. We're all trying to hustle and we're all trying to work and try to pay our bills. I mean,
Yeah,
I hang out with people that I know they're gonna pull their weight.
yeah,
too.
no doubt for
you
sure.
know what I mean? I mean,
no alligator arms.
no alligator arms, no T-Rex.
Hate that shit, man.
Just hanging.
You
on
go
there.
out to dinner with like 10 people, and then all of a sudden, oh, we're $40 short. Like we know who the fuck this is.
Yeah.
Like y'all need to pitch in.
Yeah.
Like stop being bullshit. Like,
You
stop-
I bet you let them know too,
yeah,
right?
I do. You know I will.
Yeah, I
I
know.
don't play that shit, man.
I always round up when it comes to like those type of bills. I always round up like $5 or $10.
Oh, yeah,
just,
for sure.
Just
That's
to
what
be
you're supposed
safe.
to do.
Just to be safe.
But then you got the people that are like, I know exactly what I did. I'm giving exact change and then
Calculator.
No, they literally. Everybody has those people in their group of friends.
That's true.
I hate the person who's like, well, you ordered the appetizer. I only had one cheese stick, whatever. It's like, dude, split this 50-50 or just give me the check.
shit's
Don't
bullshit.
micromanage me.
How much do 7 of these cost? I'm gonna split it down like that. Like, if you eat it, you
Your
split
entree was $7 more than mine. Okay, give me the check.
So what do I have to look forward to in this dating world? I mean, I know y'all been single a little bit longer than me. I only been
Booty licking.
Oh.
Girls out there are all about it, Damien.
Here we go.
This guy.
They're about what is that? White chocolate.
Man, here we
Go
go.
ahead,
Yeah.
white chocolate.
So
Go
we had a
ahead.
conversation in the barbershop.
The
other day, you know.
conversation.
Bradley, if you want to go down this road, we can.
Hey,
This
I'm going
day,
down the
we're
road.
going.
All right.
It's a
I
muddy
never
road.
got my booty licked.
It's a
You
muddy
lie.
road that we're about to
Dog,
go
I
down.
didn't do it. I did not do it.
So we
Shaggy
had all set,
wasn't me.
Yeah, set it up.
So we're all in the shop. I'm getting my hair done
With clients.
Yeah.
with clients, of course.
Of course.
I don't know how it comes up, or I do know how it comes up. Damien talks about sticking pinkies in booties because
Yeah.
that's what Damien
No,
does.
I
So
talked
Yes.
now hold
Yeah.
on, hold
Okay.
on.
He
Hold
always-
on.
Yep, he did. He always
Yeah, yeah.
That's what he did.
Yeah, that's- I
Bradley.
did talk about it.
Yeah. And then it's I go, I'm not a pinky guy. And you go, what about a girl's tongue? And I was like, hell yeah, if she's down. And Damien acted like this was the grossest thing, that we're taking dumps on
Yeah,
each
but he's-
other and swapping pee. And
It's not that.
He acted like it was his big
It's
thing.
not that.
Bro,
and
there's
you're
a,
missing
hey,
another
there's a meme though.
and
There's a meme,
and-
right? There's a
Go
meme,
ahead.
and it has a bunch of shit like they're little doo-doo cartoons, right? And then it has a butthole, and then it has a tongue through it, and it says what your tongue sees when it goes in the Dude, hey, that shit was funny as fuck. I thought about y'all. I almost sent it to y'all.
So
but I was
Damien,
like,
all right. So let me finish
Here we go.
the story.
Let's go, butthole liquor.
So
No. butthole like a receiver.
Oh yeah.
Both.
Receiver.
I'm not a selfish guy.
He gets
Give
tongue
and
punched.
receive. So, don't put me on video with this. Louis.
Get on
Jesus
video,
Christ.
Get closer. Get
Yeah.
closer.
God
Get
almighty.
closer.
Zoom in.
Get
Let's go.
that damn. I'm
I'm going to be out of a job tomorrow. So we go back and forth. Damien is being very sex negative in 2020.
Oh my gosh.
Very regressive.
Yeah.
And very slut shamey of me. I didn't appreciate it.
Yeah.
And Bradley's laughing. He's slapping knees, thinks it's hilarious. Damien steps out to have a smoke, and Bradley leans in real close and go, "Yo, but on the real, I let my girl do that to me too."
No, I
And
didn't.
I was like, "You
I never
bitch."
see.
Did he say that?
No,
No,
I
I
didn't.
swear on my life,
Bro, dude, he is lying.
Oh,
Bradley,
bullshit.
Bradley.
He leaned
He's
in.
lying.
Oh no, I wouldn't lie
Bradley,
about
it's
something
okay
like
to be
that.
comfortable with this
Bradley,
hustle, man.
Like he said,
Shit,
how would
yeah.
I even do the pose?
That's what I said,
That's
but you
not
know,
my business.
Bradley.
Bro, I didn't
look,
do it.
Light skins
No,
are.
I know. That's what we call. Stop
Light
right
skins
there.
are-
I'm
I'm
telling
just-
you, I don't
I'm
do the
not
booty
talking
play.
to you.
I don't do any booty play. That's
Look,
just-
I'm not
no.
saying.
not what you-
I'm not
it's not what
saying.
you told
I
me.
don't stick it in the
Okay,
butt.
I'm not saying.
I don't do any of that. That's
Apparently-
not
apparently
I
this
don't
doesn't-
fuck with the butt.
This doesn't
It's
paint
out only.
This doesn't pertain to Bradley.
The only
apparently.
people that like it in the butt are.
Look.
Wow. Wow.
Sensitive.
We'll edit that one.
Sorry.
We'll edit that one out. Hey, but we'll.
Sorry.
Look, I'm not saying that you fall under this category. I'm just speaking under a broad blanket. All right, Bradley. But light skins are more acceptable to try shit like
No.
that.
He's white.
I'm super light
That's
skinned.
expected. That's expected. It's expected. And here's the thing: you left out a detail. The first conversation was about the pinky in the butt, and you said that's first date. You didn't say I didn't do
I
that.
said that facetiously.
You,
That's
my! Now you want to throw
easily-
fucking big words
Yeah.
out there. Quit trying to confuse us.
Vocab word of the day right here.
Yeah, quit trying to fucking facetious. What the fuck? What the fuck?
That's so funny.
Hell no! Look at this. White don't
That's-
turn that red unless it's
See,
true.
look.
That's pinky in the butt's easily third date material.
See, yeah,
I'm a
third
gentleman.
date.
I'm not
See?
expecting
But you
that.
said it didn't happen. But
That's
I just want
after
to. I want to just fact check you on that one. That's it. That's all I want to do is fact check you. And it isn't the act or it's. I can't imagine a grown man getting in any position to get your ass ate out.
Bro, that-
Bradley.
No, stop.
I'm not saying you. I'm just you're my co-host.
Bro.
I'm talking to you.
I didn't do it.
I did what? No.
He's over there shaggy. It wasn't me.
Yeah, I
Was
know
it?
it doesn't
I
work.
didn't do
It
it.
works. Hey, look, you
Tell
know
you.
why? Because I know when Bradley, like the thing about Bradley, and I love him about this, is when he's passionate about something he didn't do, he wouldn't be this calm.
Yes, I am. I'll be that calm.
All right. Bradley didn't do
I'm
it.
just
okay.
telling you,
I
it did not happen.
Okay.
All right, Bradley.
All right.
Drop
My
it.
girl did not lick
Oh
my
my
motherfucking
God.
ass.
Moving forward.
Just
I'm
little
gonna
talk.
stop
Just
that
little
right
talk. Just
now.
little talk.
No,
Just
that's
little-
bullshit.
What is?
That's bullshit.
What is?
Just because I'm light skinned, I got to take it in the booty.
And you got your nipples pierced.
No,
Clients say you
hell
got your
no.
nipples
Fuck
pierced.
that. All right, we're
Clients say
done.
you get your booty
We're
licked.
done. We're gonna edit all this.
No, we're not. We're gonna edit this. This is the highlight. This is
Yeah,
that
this-
minute reel we're talking about. So, it, like I said, it isn't like
Hell no.
So that's what you got to look forward to in the dating world.
no, but I ain't
Girls
trying
will
to
do anything
I'm not
these
gonna
days.
do that. Like I'll never do that. And it,
I don't think all girls are like that though.
But the thing
Well,
is, it's
no,
like,
but the
does the
keepers
girl
are.
ask you? Like the girl asks you to do it. I've never been
hit with that one before.
Yeah, I've never.
Y'all are lame.
no,
Bradley is low key cool, but he's acting lame
I'm
right
gonna
now.
say Bradley did it, but here's
Oh
why:
my
it's
God.
because they don't look at me and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna lick that dude's ass."
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
They
gonna
don't
fucking
look at it, they
spread
don't-
those.
Like, what did you do?
I'm gonna spread those thunderclap butt cheeks, and I'm going fucking nose deep. I'm going nose deep. I'm going chin to scrotum. White chocolate. White chocolate.
like
Yeah.
No, he likes it. Like the dude said, I was like,
Bro, you know what was
But the
crazy?
part that-
So hold on, another client came in.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And he asked the client,
No,
"Man, can you
no.
believe this shit over
No,
here?"
the client was listening to the conversation.
This is a Yelp review on this one too.
No.
I
This
thought you
was
were fucking-
this was during the day. This was like
This was
during
during the day, yeah, these
Hey, so
motherfuckers
now we were
over-
talking. I was talking to White Chocolate about it, and then my client was like, and then he was laughing, cracking up. And then he goes, I go, man, can you believe this dude's over here getting their fucking ass ate out? And he goes, you ain't never had that? I said, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of my damn chair. No, he shows us. He shows us how he said in the barber chair, he's like, this how you do it.
Yeah, he put his legs out.
He did the pretzel like that. He did the fucking pretzel.
We're like,
I was
bro,
like,
what is wrong with you?
I was like, God damn.
Get the fuck out.
You're in the barbershop.
You're banned.
Yeah.
You're banned.
You only got room for one freak customer. And
Wow.
that's me.
Yeah,
bro, that shit
you're
was
banned.
terrible.
So it's just like this is just my opinion. I just can't imagine a grown ass man getting in a position like I said, whether it's bent over or you're laying on your back or you're laying on your stomach, or if you, I just man, no.
You haven't lived, Damien. You haven't lived.
It feels awkward when I get out the shower and I have to pick something up off the floor. And and I'm talking about my house. I'm talking about my house. But I got to pick something, and then like the wind hits my ass. That feels weird. That feels fucking weird. Like, ooh. Yeah, like, ooh, shit. Like, is that Crest Mint? I thought it was like, it's like an Arctic blast out there. So that's what I do. So there's no butt play for me. Like I said,
I'm telling you, I can't do it.
I did say that.
You lie.
I did say
swear.
that. There was an attempt though. There was a finger attempt, but that ruined the party. That. Party over. So yeah. So thanks. I gotta look forward to turning down women to eat my ass out, huh?
Yeah.
From dating world.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible.
And that's never happened to you.
No,
Any dating advice you gonna have for me when I get out there?
Joe, man, I think this in Austin, it's an interesting dynamic of people in Austin, in my experience. You know, I think Austin has the melting pot of a lot of people coming in from a lot of places.
Yeah.
And coming from a small town, man, it's interesting as hell to date in Austin because it's a small town, conservative. You know, it's.
Is it everywhere? Are they everywhere? Just meet them wherever. What's the best place to meet them besides the gym?
Yo, I'm going to tell you this: the grocery store.
The grocery store?
Grocery store.
Which one?
For me, I feel like I've started conversations in the
Fiesta.
grocery store.
Nah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're
You gotta
asking me
be-
which grocery store?
You gotta be
Okay.
careful with the grocery store because to the demographic.
Yeah, it just depends which demographic you want, man. But
Because the one on William Cannon is gonna come with kids. You know what I'm saying?
you got to go to Whole Foods, bro.
You gotta go to Central Market or Whole Foods.
Whole Foods has got a wine bar, man. So I mean, it brings in an interesting dynamic of people, and it brings in a lot of people in downtown.
They go to the wine bar and actually drink.
Dude, there's so many
Dude,
people
they
that
have
go to Whole Foods.
Yeah. Whole Foods is
I've
like a
never
fucking-
go in Whole Foods. Like never.
You never been in?
No, I've been in there,
Oh,
but
you
I'm
never-
like,
you never
I like,
eaten there?
yeah, I've
They
never
have
like,
good food.
like literally, it was just like in and out. It wasn't like
Yeah.
I'm like, man,
There ain't nothing in and out there. Shit,
Yeah,
that
no,
parking's a bitch.
yeah, it's 45 minutes just to get out your car.
You gotta fucking go in the parking basement and
Yeah.
all that bullshit. Well,
take a walk down there.
yeah. So I guess I gotta learn how to split the bill and deny getting my ass ate up and fucking dating a multiple or a diverse group of women out there. That's what's up. I'm excited.
You can always try this dating apps, you know.
Man, like,
I've never done that neither, and that's a new uncharted territory for me.
it makes
as
the
well.
game easy for people, man. Like I like that's like the cheat code for like the '90s. If like
It's so crazy.
yes, it
Swipe
does.
left, swipe right.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
like dude, when like in my 20s when I was like going out all the damn time, I mean you had to get numbers. I got 5 numbers last
Yeah,
night.
you're missing a connection there. I feel like, and it's just I think
I feel like I think what it does is it weeds out a lot of bullshitting.
Like you trying to fuck or not?
Well, there's that, but do we have any kind of report? We do. Cool. Let's go grab
No, but
drinks
how
or
do you
something.
have it off
Yeah, but
somebody making up their own? Like they're actually saying, I don't know. It's just a picture and like who they think they are or whatever. You know what I mean?
Or
Like,
who they're portraying to be.
exactly.
Yeah, that's an interesting topic.
So
man,
it's like
'cause
you don't really have. You just like, oh, okay. You're really just looking at them. It's not like nobody goes, I'm gonna go look at this person's bio.
What's the longest?
No.
I do, but I'm a nerd.
You had
Man,
to
stop.
So you do online dating?
Yeah, look at him.
So-
he knows he does it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but I
no
think
knock on
it's okay
I'm
at some
not-
point in time because there's so many people are so busy.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like, and I was just talking about how busy I am and how much time I don't have. And it's like, man, you can get on an app and you're right. You can find somebody that you have similar likes and dislikes, and that's an easy way to kind of filter through people. But to me, I still feel like you miss that connection, and you need to make it a point to surround yourself with people that you want to be around. And it's kind of I feel like it'll come. And I haven't had a problem with it so far, but
You've been going to church a lot lately. Is there? You see any church women there?
I mean, there's always pretty women everywhere.
Oh shit.
I mean, there's pretty women everywhere. Sometimes I'm like, hey,
feel
I
like
tell
that
my
too,
girl, I'm
so.
like, she's pretty, right?
Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
I'm just saying.
Hey, so I was gonna ask you a question about the online dating. So you said like it weeds them out. All right. So like, what's the longest relationship you've been in from online dating?
2-3 years.
Damn, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Would you say? Do you think there's a lot of people out there that that's how they pick up people? I mean, what do you think percentage?
I mean, it's easy. I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
You
yeah,
think
there's
people
a
are still
big
like
percent-
actually walking up to people and actually trying to get the
Man,
number?
yeah.
Sometimes.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
if you go out,
Yeah.
but I
dude,
think
for
the
sure.
game has changed. Like I would imagine it's changed. I'm about to find out pretty soon, but I think the game. I mean, I'm imagining
It's,
the game.
it's funny. It's funny that you assume that you have to go out. People think they have to go out to the bar to meet people.
Yeah, no, get out. I'm gonna be getting out. I ain't going. Yeah, I don't drink, so
Yeah, I feel like that. I had that assumption for a long time. Like, man, you got to go out to the bar to drink and meet people. I'm like, nah. When I just live my everyday life, man, I cross paths with people that I have recently. I finally I have interest with. You know, that's at the grocery store when you're shopping for your own food, man. You're trying to be healthy. I'm a healthy person. That's a similar interest right there, sparked right off the bat, and that's an easy topic for me to talk about.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah, it's
Use it to your advantage.
Oh, yeah, well, I used to
Put
talk
yourself
about-
in a situation
when
whenever you're gonna be, you know, if you're gonna be dating.
when I used to do women's hair, I used to, like, that's how I would like hit on women. It was like talk about hair. My buddy was with me one time. And he was like, "Man, what am I gonna do? Like talk about power tools? Like you got you got a weekend project you're trying to tackle this weekend?" it's like, what the fuck? He's a sales rep
Bob
or
the
something.
Builder.
Yeah, he's all Bob the Builder. Hey, you chose your damn career, not me.
You know where I
guy.
got hit on the most
Where?
outside of like online dating apps, and it sounds crazy, at work with the parking garages. I get hit on there more, like, and every time it weirds me out
They're trying
because
to get free parking.
yeah, I know, and it's really weird, but especially during South by.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah, because it's like $40.
They
I had a girl
Park.
get angry at me that I wouldn't take her number because she looked busted. I didn't want her number, but she
Then you
was.
pick about wine, and now you pick God. No, go ahead.
Just tell her
Yeah.
you have a girlfriend. She
Yeah,
probably didn't
that's how
believe
you
you
gotta
would.
do. You're a
what
good
the gir-
guy.
Do what the girls do.
Yeah, you got a girlfriend. You got a wife and kids at
What's
home.
that got to do with
I'm
me?
flattered. If they do say that, then you get that number because you don't have no wife and you don't have no damn kids.
You never know how to go down.
It might go down in the garage.
Maybe
Have you had action in the garage?
office is not in the garage.
Play tongue action. The tongue.
Nah, that's too much.
That's more.
That's
you got to
unwieldy.
clean yourself, right?
Yeah, you got to be ready for that. You can't just
That's a sober move.
Terrible.
go at
Bradley,
it.
why does that make you uncomfortable? See, I feel like he's in denial. No one's.
He's such a
nothing.
liar, Bradley.
Look at that! Look at that face!
He's
Look at that
so
face!
full of shit.
It's like you're trying to tell your mom something, but like you're like, "Mom, all right."
Damien, the second you walked out of the shop, he was
Bro,
like,
I'm telling
"No,
you,
but for real, me and my girl do that too."
I'm
No,
telling.
no.
And I said, "You bitch, I'm going to tell him the second you walk, he walks back in. You're like,
No.
you better not." I was
Did
like,
not
"Oh,
happen.
Okay.
See, he just wants me to be on his fucking team.
All right, Shaggy.
So
Even the odds here, man.
I did have a weird encounter not too long ago. So I did have I had this friend, dude, and we were super cool. Like always been cool for years. We would talk like maybe once a year, and she just like recently like we started hanging out, right? Like just like we went to dinner one time. She came, we hung out like twice. We hung out like 3 times. And on the 3rd time we hung out, I was like, again, this is me trying to be like just a better version of myself. And I'm just like, yo, I just want you to know I'm trying to be your friend only. Like I ain't trying to
That's
like,
presumptuous and shutting it down.
that's not what do you mean?
know.
well, because you're assuming she
No,
wants
I
more.
did not. Look, she stayed in my house a couple of times, right? One night. And she goes, this is what she tells me during our conversation. She goes, and then you pushed up on me one night. And I was like, one night? What the fuck is she talking about? I was like, oh, the night you slept in my bed naked. That's what you're talking about. Like I crossed, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then I just realized that like there was gonna be some confusion there.
Yeah.
And I really like this girl as a friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I was just like, hey.
But you didn't be like, hey, maybe throw a T-shirt on.
I offered, dude, come on. I offered. I got a spare bedroom.
It's different if they're in the bed naked.
Yeah.
You know
Hey,
what's
look,
going down.
look,
They know what's going down.
Here's the other thing. I've had a friend. What do you do
But
here?
see, but it's hard because I feel like in relationships, Like, it's just hard because if you're fucking, there's always going to be some type of emotion connected to it.
Man, we've
Yeah.
talked about this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
like,
there's always,
so it's like you almost have to have that talk. Oh, we're just trying to be friends. Like, instead of like, no, I'm just trying to fuck.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to say, you don't have to say it like that.
Oh, so Damien, you were saying you want to be like friends that like could hook up.
no, not at all.
Oh.
I was trying to tell her
But did you already hook up?
we've hooked up before.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
But
it was
I-
already too late.
Well, no. If we would have kept, if I would have ignored it, like I like she
'Cause
did.
it would be better to have that conversation
Yeah.
before you fuck
of course.
because
but here's
the
the thing.
emotion came with that.
Yeah. But here's the thing: the conversation was led by me.
Yeah.
Like it would everything would have essentially got swept under the rug, and this would have happened maybe a month from now again, or maybe 2 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I was just like, so I just realized that it was causing confusion. And I was like, you know what? Like, I fucking, like, I love you as a friend. Like, I know we'll make better friends than anything.
Yeah.
So if you're cool with that, I'm cool with that. Right? And, like, that's to me, that's an adult move.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
being real.
And she goes, I got plenty of friends. I was like, God damn. I was like, damn. She goes, oh, she goes, you're trying to be platonic? And I was like, I was like, what does that mean? I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Damien texted me, hey, real quick, what's
Yeah.
this word?
I was
mean?
like, well, no, I asked her. I was like, what does platonic mean? And she's like, like friends, like you hang out, but you're not gonna date, you're not gonna like fool around, you're not gonna mess around. And I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I want to be platonic like a motherfucker. And yeah, I was like, I'm so down because, dude, I was like, I was really feeling that. Like, yo, I really.
Because you like chilling with her.
Yeah, I got friends like that. Like, we don't, like, we
don't fuck.
We might have fucked at one point, but we are way better friends. And that was just like an act, an action, or a fucking,
it
like,
happened.
It happened. And so, and she just looks at me and it's like, that's not gonna happen. And I was like, damn.
So she wants more.
I don't fucking know. That's what I was trying to tell.
Look, there is some people that are like, I don't really have any friends that are girls.
Yeah, but why?
I just don't.
But why?
That's what I'm saying. It's not like I've
Like, do you
made
feel like it's in respect for your girlfriend, or do you feel like
No.
you just never had female friends?
No, I just never really.
All right,
had,
when
like, I got
you-
homeboys like.
But when you didn't have a girlfriend, did you have female friends?
No, I had girls that I fucked.
So you didn't have female friends.
Yeah, I didn't
so
really
you
have-
don't know how to separate.
Like I do. I can have some, but a lot of times it gets. I don't know. Like
There's some gray area there, man.
Yeah.
There's a gray area, and you're flirting with a line.
Yeah,
because sometimes I've had friends and then something happened, and then we fucked, and then it just got weird after that.
yeah. I
And
didn't.
then it's like
I don't know,
you can't even press that line. And then there's some girls that won't even chill with you unless y'all are dating. Like they think like chilling with a dude, like there's just not too many relationships like that are. It's just platonic. Like
Yeah,
that. You know what I'm saying?
I was hoping for it. I mean, fuck, I was like, I thought it was a good thing. I'm a fun person. I go to shows.
And I'm not saying that can't be
Yeah.
because there is a lot of guys that do that. A lot of girls that do that. But I'm saying for me, that never was like
Yeah,
that.
no, I go to shows. We go out to eat good. You know, I like to do everything,
Yeah.
and yeah, I got turned down. I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
I think in my experience, a lot of people like to put a label on something.
Yeah.
they want to be able to know and label it so they know the boundaries.
Yeah.
right. And I think that if you don't do that and communicate one way or another, then it leaves this open area where you're confused at some point in time. And females, I feel like, they want to know where that label lies.
From what I got from the conversation was she was trying
Dudes
to like,
do though too.
Same. Yeah,
Yeah,
for guys too.
Guys too.
I felt like
I
from
mean, for me too, because I'm like, what can I do? What can I not do? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Well,
you trying to,
speaking of labels and like the online dating thing, I dated a girl. Well, I say I dated, but like
She
we
wants-
hooked up. She had a boyfriend that I never met, but she told me on our first date, she's like, "Here's the deal. I've got a boyfriend that I live with. We worry about bills. We worry about going to the grocery store together. I just want a guy who will fuck me better than my boyfriend."
with that sweet dick.
Yeah, that was pretty. And
That
so
was you.
we've fooled around and hooked up for probably almost a year. I never met the dude. Not
Yeah.
I
once.
think you're right.
Did y'all split holidays and shit?
Millennial thing.
Birthdays, we like when she had a birthday, like I'd take her out to dinner. When I had a birthday, she'd take me out to
Did
dinner.
he?
That's what I'm
No,
saying,
no,
it's
no,
weird,
But,
like
but I'm sorry. Did he know about you?
He knew about me. Yeah,
Did he know? Like, did you know what he looked like at least?
I don't know.
You never like Facebook
Maybe-
stalked her.
No,
You never
May-
saw him out in public.
No. Maybe
That's
she showed me a picture of like the two of them once, but I don't remember. But no.
Were y'all like?
That sounds like a setup.
For what?
I don't know.
What was there? All right.
Sounds
So
like a lot of.
all right. So like, I'm just curious. These are just when she wanted the sweet dick. Did y'all ever like cuddle and spend the night and all that type of shit, or was it just?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I was about to say, don't do it.
There's nothing wrong with cuddling.
Because a fuck buddy, you don't cuddle. You don't meet families. You don't do anything but fuck. That's
You
straight
got
up.
very rigid definitions.
No, I'm
is.
saying no.
He's got
straight up. 'cause
It's
then you-
2020,
you're
dog.
I'm just saying you get your like literally. That's what it is. You do not cuddle like. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm old school.
I'm a teddy
but
bear.
fuck
Girls
buddy-
want to cuddle me. My
Man,
platonic
hell
friends
no.
want to cuddle me.
No, that's for your boyfriend.
Your platonic friends will cuddle you.
Like-
Like
my boyfriend?
that's where y'all. That's where people like get it twisted. Like to me, if somebody says a fuck buddy is somebody that you just fuck. Like you don't even see him in the daylight.
Why?
What do you mean? Why?
Why not?
Why would you?
But why?
if
What?
I
But what
wanna fuck
draws
him
you to
in the
fuck that
daylight?
person?
You're just fucking.
But what
There is
draw?
no emotion connected to it. That's why it's called a fuck buddy.
That's not true. That's not true. There has to be emotion
No,
because
I've got friends. It's like, hey, you want to go to a movie? Yeah. You want to hook up afterwards? Yeah. But we're not getting married. We're not dating. We're like,
yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
just weird.
I don't see. I mean, you got real. You
some hardline intimacy
Yeah.
definition.
Yeah. Yeah, and for somebody who gets their butt licked, you would think they'd be a
Right?
little
You
more
think
open.
you'd be a little more
little more
progressive with
open
it.
to
Yeah.
fucking, fuck buddy. Take
I'm
a
not saying,
fuck buddy
I'm
out.
Not saying,
Take a fuck buddy out.
That's-
What's wrong with that? Take a
because you
fuck-
don't. Okay,
You're not
so that's
dating
somebody
them.
you're
You
that
can't
is
hang
a
out.
date.
You can't hang. No, it's not.
What are you taking them on a
hanging
dinner?
out?
That's a date.
No, that's not. No, that's that's
Bradley,
too
if you and I go grab dinner one night, I'm not taking you on a date.
I know because we're homeboys.
Yeah, but you're hanging out. What's wrong with hanging out with that person? With anybody?
Because I'm not fucking him.
So you don't. I know, but I'm just saying.
Dang, he said that
even
so
the person that you're
aggressively.
fucking, even the person that you're fucking, what's wrong with like hanging out? Like you
Because
don't like them that-
emotions can get. I'm just telling you,
I agree with that,
emotions.
brother.
I'm telling you, it happens. That's not a fuck buddy. You're taking somebody on a date. Then it's like,
That's not a date.
all right,
It's not a date.
okay,
It's not.
that's
a date. It's not a date.
Okay.
It's
So
not a
you,
date.
all right, but whatever. Maybe
So
I'm wrong.
so then you just
maybe I'm
so,
just rigid.
So then
but-
so the person you just fucking that's it. You
But
go
that's
over
an understanding between you and that
Right.
other
I
person.
would have to agree with that.
on what?
I mean,
That is a agreement. Yeah, you could definitely set that up to where I'm just coming over to fuck and I'm leaving.
Because like somebody I take on dates, I'm looking. If I take you on a date, you're girlfriend material. I don't look
You
at
made
you.
that. You're lucky.
No, not
No,
lucky.
no.
But I'm saying though, I'm trying to move. I'm taking you on dates, moving forward with you. Somebody that you're just taking on like.
So you
no.
just never took a homegirl to a show or to a dinner, like just you and a homegirl, like
Yeah,
nothing's
but I'm not
expected.
fucking her then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But if I'm fucking her,
Yeah, but no, without
we're
the
on a
fucking,
date.
without the fucking.
I mean I have, but
That's not a common thing
that's
for
not
you.
a fuck buddy though. Do you see what I'm saying?
I'm not saying it's a fuck buddy. I'm asking you, do you do that? Have you done that?
Yeah.
Is it a common thing? Like, would you say it's a common thing?
I mean, no, it wasn't that much.
Yeah, just curious. Yeah, no, I don't.
I'm
mind.
not saying, and I'm not saying I'm right. That's just how I look at it. Like, but that's an understanding.
But that's
like,
that's you could definitely
You know what
set
I'm
that.
saying?
You could set up anything. You could set
Yeah.
up, hey, at fucking Tuesday at 1:00, you come over to suck my dick, and by 1:45, you gotta go. That's how big it is. 45 fucking
Bradley
minutes.
actually sets an egg timer
Yeah.
in the kitchen
And-
before he
and
gets to it.
go right there, right in front of her face.
No, I'm just saying.
Look
I'm
at
just
it.
saying,
Look at the
you-
camera, bitch.
I'm just saying, from experience, you kind of blur
Yeah.
lines when you start doing more. If you're just looking just to fuck.
If there's no
You see what I'm saying?
communication of front though,
Even if there is communication, it's been blurred before.
Yeah, but who cares even if it is?
What do you mean? Who cares if it's blurred?
Even if it's a little blurry.
That's
But
you
who
don't want
cares?
that because
Why
of
not?
people's emotions. Because you're it's
Yeah,
too
but then
much.
when emotions get up, you have a
And then
talk.
you
I've had
bounce
that
out.
happen too.
Yeah.
Hey, what are we doing here? Well, I'm thinking we're friends. I like your company, but I'm not ready to be in something committed long term. Oh, okay. And they can either make
And
the
that's when
adult
you get your-
decision
that's
to
when you-
bounce, or they can make the adult decision. All right, well, I want to keep doing this
Oh.
because I enjoy it more than.
I've had that conversation.
That's when
before.
cars get
Isn't
keyed.
that the whole point of dating?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, don't you date people to know if you want to take it? I mean, you get to know somebody on a date.
Nah, dude, look. Dude, I tell
Like
you,
that's when you get your car key.
I'll tell you a personal experience.
Yeah.
There was somebody that I was like physically addicted to, right? And we had this conversation, and what I mean physically,
I think
like,
we were talking about like I don't know, man.
like
Maybe
curves. I'm talking about curves, like physically addicted to this person, and I just and we were fuck buddies, but we hung out. but we also knew that we are not dating.
Yeah.
Like this is not gonna like we've even had this. Like I let her know, hey, we are not gonna progress past anything past hanging out and having sex. And she said, okay.
I believe that falls under the lines of being a fuck buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we hang out too. I get that, but I'm saying that we go hang out.
But it's
But Danny and I,
yeah.
but
It's
we're saying you can hang out with a fuck
Yeah,
buddy.
we're-
Bradley
yeah,
is saying absolutely not.
yeah.
No, he doesn't even stop the car when he drops
Yeah.
him off. They just
Yeah.
drop and roll
I
out
just
the car.
I don't even pull my pants all the way
Okay,
down.
I
I just unzip my pants.
I guess there's different levels of fuck buddies. I guess I don't
I don't know. I mean,
but there's just some.
you
like,
only have one though.
There, yeah.
You only have
but I'm
one
talking
left.
about. Okay,
I
I
mean,
had a past.
yeah,
but there's been times where I had a fuck buddy and they were like, "Hey, can you meet my mom?" And I'm like, "Girl, what the fuck?"
No,
are you
see,
talking about?"
that's too
weird.
much.
Do you
But
see what I'm
that-
saying?
but-
But even with the conversation, so then I just said, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna have fuck buddies because you never know how somebody else's emotions
trying to
get
boo
into.
you up.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck that.
Well, then just just
So,
set
I
up
just-
your
I'm back and
agreement.
forth on that because I feel like when you share time is value.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, of
That's-
course.
And it's if you share time with somebody, even if it's a date or not,
Yeah.
if you value your time at any point in time, I think that somehow, some way, if you care about yourself enough and who you're sharing your time with, if you don't value your time, I think I agree with it. You're gonna start to
Because at the
grow
end of the-
emotions somehow.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, though. I mean,
Yeah.
but I guess I value my time, and if I'm going to share it with somebody, I'm damn sure going to be like intentional who I share my time with. But I mean, it's just about where
Because
you're at
look,
in
you
life, though,
can't
too.
say don't get emotionally connected.
yeah,
And she might get emotionally connected, or in
Vice
Austin,
versa.
he might get.
But you have, but if you don't speak
You know,
up
it's
on
right.
it,
You gotta
but
communicate
if
it.
you don't speak up on that right away,
But there's some people that do that
Yeah.
and still emotions get.
yeah, hey,
And
then
that's
not-
like relationship.
yeah,
that's-
but again,
lack of communication.
the long as the communication is laid down,
Yeah.
it's not essentially up to that person because it takes a bigger person to realize that person's having a hard time leaving,
Yeah.
and to be like, hey, you know what, I gotta fall back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I gotta fall back because you're not gonna pull it. Even you're not gonna pull that. Like you're gonna keep dealing with my shit.
Well, that's funny because I mean, you talk about communication. 80% of communication is all body language. It's not even verbal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People,
Yeah.
and if you don't know how to read people and don't understand like what their signals are, it's hard for you to interpret or assume one way or another unless you've like verbally.
See,
asked.
my body language is shit. Everybody thinks I'm super grumpy and
It's so
standoffish.
funny, man. It's an
but I'm
interesting
like
topic.
a,
You're
I'm
really
a teddy
comfortable.
bear.
Yeah, you're really
Yeah.
comfortable.
I have like a bunch of I've had coworkers come up to me and go, you know what? I was really worried you were going to be a huge asshole, but like you're really like the nicest guy
Well,
ever.
I mean, I deal with it all the time when people come into my boot camps or start training me like, man, that dude's a dick. Like they don't even want to approach me because, you know, it's like, man, look at that dude. Yeah, I'm a big guy. I look intimidating. But once they get to know me, like, man, you're the biggest teddy bear of all time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
You a
it's
teddy bear too,
interesting.
right?
It's an interesting topic.
I've always
you know,
been a teddy bear.
communication.
I've always been a teddy bear.
See, I thought Bradley was going to be like, teddy bears are weak. I'd never be a teddy bear.
Teddy bears are soft.
Hey, I
Anyways,
got a sensitive side.
Teddy
so
bears
there's
got
I guess
balls,
there's
too.
different levels or different expectations for
Yeah.
fuck buddies.
It's I feel
I don't
like,
even like the term fuck buddy, dude.
But
Like
I
that
don't-
don't
I don't
even,
either,
Yeah,
but
I think friends with benefits is a
it's the
little
same
more.
shit though.
It's the same thing, but it's
But dog,
but it
Yeah.
sounds
Look,
less.
I'm just saying the title, though,
But
the
most
title.
people
All
most people that are friends with benefits, shit never ends up good. What would you say your percentage of
Who
friends
fucking
with
knows?
benefits? But that's what I'm saying though.
But for the people that it works out for, I'm pretty sure they have a great fucking friendship.
I
And
think
the
I've
people it
had way
doesn't
more
work-
friends with benefits end not badly than
But you're ugly.
relationships. Dang.
Would you have to say that's a generational thing though? Because if you look
Yeah.
back on your parents, I wouldn't say that your parents would agree with that.
Yeah.
Or
maybe
I mean-
maybe
Well,
I'm like,
our
maybe I'm
parents
like in
are
the
like
middle.
free love hippie. I mean, my parents weren't, but
Because how old are you? Oh,
34.
34.
That's right. Yeah, you're still up there. You're fucking.
What's the oldest lady you ever dated?
40,
or
41.
been with? You?
it's probably in the 40s. Yeah.
I didn't like older
Nah,
women. I went for younger.
I tapped early 50.
I went younger.
early 50. That was nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that's fuck buddies. Sorry, that was just funny. That was just funny. So, but
I mean, I think when relationships is all about communication. That's
for sure.
that's the biggest fucking thing with all this. But emotions are something that you're gonna have to deal with in all these fucking relationships, and sometimes that shit is you're in it with another person, and so your emotion might be some, and their emotion might be some, and they might not let you know what their emotion is.
and
that blurs the lines for a lot of people. Like what you want and what they want might be two different fucking things.
But that again, like as long as you communicated what you want,
Yeah.
like the
But
individual.
sometimes people don't hear.
Yeah, and
Like hear what they want to hear.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
okay, but then do you recognize that?
Yeah.
Because see, if you recognize it, then that's what I'm saying. That's where you got to come in and be like, all right, like clearly.
Yeah, but it can go a long time before you do recognize it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Because it's hard to.
But I think at
understand
this age, I'm just saying for myself. At this age I'm at now, I'll recognize it I'll.
Well, get out there and start dating. Let me know how it
Nah,
works out for you.
I can't recognize crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's what I can't. Crazy, I can't
Crazy
see.
sneaks
Let
up
me know
on
how it
you.
works out.
Crazy sneaks up on you.
Man, crazy again, dude. Whew,
That's
shit.
what I'm telling you,
I
man. You
can't.
don't. They like the crazy ones won't communicate that they're crazy. Think they're going to tell you they're crazy? Hell no.
Yeah,
Hell
you
no.
find
They're
out
gonna
one
tell
day
you
when you get
everything
home
that
and
you
you're
wanna
fucking.
Yeah.
You find out when you get home and your door's broke.
But
That's how
when
you-
those emotions get involved, it's like we talked about.
Hey,
They turn into that other person.
I tell you, man. I was telling Dustin we were working out one time, and I was like, "Yo, I woke up this morning and I thought of something." He goes, "Like what?" I go, "I know what fucks up relationships." He goes, "What?" I go, "Feelings."
I was actually sitting right there in that chair.
I said, "Feelings fuck up relationships." I said, "Think about it. In the beginning of your
like a big
relationship,
epiphany
you don't
when he said
fucking
this.
care."
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm like you're dating somebody, and then like you meet somebody in the beginning, right? There's no feelings involved. You just slept with them, and then you're like, "Hey, what do you got going on this week?" "Oh, I got a date on Friday," and you're like, "Well, shit, if it don't work out, hit me up on Friday night or Saturday. I don't give a fuck," right? But then,
But
like,
you see, for a lot of people though, there is feelings involved. There should be some type of feelings if you're fucking.
But what
for a
I'm-
lot of people.
but what I'm saying
not
though,
everybody is like there's no feelings.
is once your real feelings get involved, that's when the real problems start to happen in your relationships.
Yeah.
Because
But for a lot of people, it's not like that.
what do you mean?
For a lot of people, the feeling is what drives that relationship. You see what I'm saying? Like
Nope.
what makes it good
What do you mean?
to have feeling.
Of course, I'm not saying feelings are a bad thing.
Yeah.
I'm saying feelings are what fuck up a relationship or fucks up a person in a relationship because you don't have any insecurities until feelings are involved. You're not fucking worried about somebody when you don't have any feelings towards them. But if you love somebody, you're gonna be worried about these motherfuckers. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You're gonna be worried about them in a different way than when you didn't have fucking feelings for them. And that's what I'm saying. Feelings will bring out your insecurities in you.
I think that's what we concluded.
Yeah.
I think that the feel or your emotions can draw out insecurities.
Insecurities. It'll bring out all your insecurities. It'll bring out any problem that you never addressed. Like, okay, fuck, I got cheated on and I never addressed that in life. And now, and I was single for 5 years. I never had to face that.
Yeah.
And now I like this fucking person. And now I'm worried about getting cheated on. Because why?
But you got to address that with that 5-year time
I
period.
get that
You're
part.
supposed to be, that's
But-
what that time period is for.
But yeah, but what are you focused on in that time period? You yourself, you're not liking anybody. That's what I'm trying to say. During that time period, you're not liking anybody, so that feeling never really comes out.
Yeah.
That insecurity doesn't come out until you start to like somebody.
I think reflection and meditation has always benefit, like to think back on things of why you did the things you did. And
Of course.
For me, I think because I've dealt with that. Why am I insecure about certain things? Having to sit there with your own thoughts and think about, why I think the way I process the way I do.
Yeah.
I think it helps me in relationships.
And you could also look at it like this. You could also say, I'm going to do everything in this relationship, right? And then at the end, if it doesn't work, I did everything that I could.
Yep.
And so I think if you go into it already thinking with your guard up, it's probably not going to end that good because you already have that guard up. That means you were never 100% in that.
Of course not.
Right.
So
Yeah, no, that'd never be healthy. But yeah, that's my thing. Is like feelings essentially what could fuck up a relationship.
oh yeah, emotions, man, because emotions, they don't last forever.
No, you got you got to start dealing with real shit. Like we got to deal with real shit.
Yeah.
Real shit.
So
And that's the thing. Some people aren't ready. Some people can't handle that. Some people.
And then throw in external factors if something happens in life, everyday life.
Yeah, and then especially you get older. So now you get older, and now you know more of what you want in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you're 20s, you know, well, fuck, we like, whoever. We like the same band, so we're gonna build a relationship off that. But when you're in your 40s and
Believe it or
shit,
not, that's real.
yeah, hey, yeah,
no,
yeah, hey, we were
It's
in Orange
real.
Theory, and now we're growing together. You know what I'm saying? So, but you get to this age now, like I'm about to be 40 in May, like I'm almost like super specific on what I want now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like I get that. I mean, I know I'm fucking myself by doing that, but
not
I know
necessarily you know what you want though.
yeah. And so that might take, years to find, or not ever find, or come across, not find, but come across. And
But there's nothing wrong with that.
And there's not nothing.
There's a lot of people out there.
But that's what
you
I'm
know what I
saying,
mean?
and that's what you start to realize when you get older. You're going to become more, like I
Aware
said,
of yourself.
refined. Yeah, aware and refined of what you want. You know what I mean? And so that's where I feel like I'm at now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know
The
what I mean?
21-year-old me compared to me, like
Even the
that's where the 21-year-old me comes from. The fuck buddy shit. That's
Yeah.
It's like no, I'm not. No.
And even
like,
for me,
I
like-
look at it so like that, and it's not. It's like now I don't have to deal with that shit. And
Yeah.
It's like I couldn't even imagine being single now. Like it's just. Like there's just so much. Like I don't
Like,
know.
I mean,
like
I had-
maybe I could. I mean, I know I could do it if I had to, but it's just not there. It's like no.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be as. I mean, I'm not looking for anything.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna. I mean, again,
Yeah.
not focus on that. So,
I think you guys sit back and like enjoy the process of it.
well,
all, you
I mean,
know?
I realize that this is essentially, like this where we are at
Yeah.
is essentially a goal.
It's gonna come.
But this is a goal that I've been trying to build since 5 years ago,
Yeah.
and it's here. So why fucking not? And a lot of it was done by me pushing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why not treat myself and give myself 1,000% in something that I essentially planted the seed on?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's where my main focus is at now. It's like, man, fuck that. This is like, we growing this motherfucker here.
So you're in a relationship with your business?
Hell yeah. Me and my fucking Wells Fargo account. We fucking every night. I put my debit card right under my pillow. So, but yeah, man. So so that's what I was talking about. The whole feelings bullshit.
Yeah.
So, man, is there anything else we're gonna talk about?
I got a question for Dustin. I thought we'd talk more gym shit, but instead we talked about booty looking and fuck buddies.
You did, but go ahead.
Come on, hit me with the gym
All
question.
right,
man.
so gym question, Mr. Personal Trainer.
Yes, sir.
I'm fat. I don't know if you've noticed, but
No, you're fluffy.
yeah, okay.
White
You
chocolate.
told me I was ugly. We're broken up,
Bro,
Bradley. I
oh
don't
my
even want to
God,
hear
here
it.
we go.
But okay, so I come to see you to get in shape. What's your process? How are you going to take somebody who's fat and out of shape? Because I imagine it's easy enough if you get somebody who's already familiar with the gym, getting them into a routine is one thing. But how do you get somebody who's out of shape? How do you keep them from injuring themselves or flaming out? How do you keep them coming back and achieving results?
I think the first thing you do is you got to assess their habits, and see where they're at in life. Whenever I have somebody approach me, they approach me for a reason, right? And most of the time that reason is it's an emotion. They want help, and people don't come for you for no reason. And you got to dig and find what that reason truly is, because what they tell you may not be the true reason why they're coming to you. It might be because they're looking to get a hot date, man, or they don't like what they see in the mirror, but they may not tell you that directly. So, I mean, that's one of the things I dig into first, because
Because if you know what to push them by.
I mean, that's how you drive people. But it's taken me a long time to realize that as a personal trainer. I started out like, I have all the tools. I give you a nutrition plan. I can teach you exercise science. I can show you everything you need to do, but they don't give me results. So how do I motivate you in a way? And everybody is different. Everybody has different motivators, and that's a challenge in my industry. And I think that I have grown and gotten really good at recognizing those signals. And for me, once I can pick up on that, it's easy for me to drive people. Now, when it comes to assessing physical, like if I have a person that's got injuries, I start off with an overhead squat assessment. Can you do a squat? You'd be surprised how many people can't squat. I mean, if you have women that are wearing heels all day long and their calves are contracted, man, they cannot go down into a full squat and keep their heels on the ground. And it's interesting because it's all about what do they do for a living. I mean, you guys are on your feet all day long. Mm-hmm. Of course, your legs, you're going to be tired. Your lower end's going to be tight. You probably have some lower back issues. There's a reason why you have pads right here. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the first questions I ask. What do you do for a living? Are you involved in a relationship? Is your partner going to help you? Are they going to support you? So I need those details so I can help you be the best version of yourself and get you to that goal. That's a big thing for me that I have learned in my career in the fitness. But first is just those physical assessments are easy, man. I mean, it's just seeing how you can really just move within a space. And it's all from, and then figuring out what their personal goals are. If you want to gain weight, lose weight, add muscle. I mean, all those strategies are different as well, but it's a challenge.
Dustin's going to get me ripped.
I can do it, bro.
Yeah,
you just got to follow my
You can do
lead.
anything you want.
Yeah. You got to want it. And I always ask my clients, how bad do you want it, man? How bad do you want it, bro? I mean, at the end of the day, it's always about how bad you want it. It becomes it's an internal drive. And some people have it, and it comes down to is like, how bad do you really want it? Like, how bad did you want to lose your weight, Damien?
I wasn't going to stop.
Yeah.
And I'm still not.
And it's a lot of it's some people. I just want whenever I train my client, it's not like I don't want them to have to lose weight. I want them to be mentally happy, because being mentally happy with themselves will get them physically healthy. Because if you're mentally okay and you're in a good space, a headspace, you're going to get there to that healthy spot without a doubt, because you love yourself. And once I can figure that out, man, it's all downhill.
That's way too much. Just get me fit, man.
Yeah.
Hey, before my workouts with Dustin, I get mentally happy in the car.
That's just physically fit, man. I put you on a treadmill and walk, man. Put you on a treadmill, increase the incline.
What
Just
do you
walk.
say, 3? Put it on like 3?
Speed doesn't need to be about 2.5.
No, I'm talking about the incline.
Incline needs to be at least above 12. Yeah, and get you. I mean, actually, you know what? That's wrong. You need to see where your heart rate's at. Your heart rate, if you can check your pulse, your heart rate needs to be between 12 beats and about 14 beats per 6 seconds. Yeah. So if you can count your pulse right here, put it right here, and if you can hit 12 to 14 beats in 6 seconds, dude, you're in a threshold where you're in a fat burning zone, and you just walk your ass off and sweat. I mean, no more than 60 minutes a day if you're going to do just cardio. But I think
I used to do cardio. I used to do 18 on incline 18 on level 3 or whatever, and just do that for like 30 minutes.
That's why them calves are strong.
A lot of people think that they just do cardio. It's only going to do so much.
Yeah, I felt like the weight training got the best results out of me.
Yeah. I mean, weight training is going to give you increased muscle mass, which is going to increase your metabolic rate, which is going to increase the calories you burn while at rest, right? So if you do the combination of resistance with cardio, you're going to exponentially get yourself to a better shape than just doing one or the other. Yeah. That's science, man. And I've tried both ways. I've tried just resistance training, and my cardio is not there, and I can't get that stubborn fat off. And I'm at a elite shape, and it's like I have to do cardio to stay super lean, and especially doing up shows. I mean, I can lift all year long bulk without doing cardio. And whenever I want to step on stage, I have to add the cardio in there. But it's for you to burn stubborn fat off, it has to be at what they call a zone 2, a heart rate threshold.
And what is that?
It just depends on your age. So your maximum heart rate is 220 minus your age. And then if you go off of percentages off of that for you, so zone 2 is between 60 and 80% of that. So usually for most people,
you try to stay within that, and that's
115 to 140. As you get older, it goes a little bit lower. And it's not that much difference.
LL Cool J had a fucking workout plan, and that's what he was talking about. That was like his main thing. He said he did.
Yeah, it's easy. I mean, most treadmills and most gyms, man, they have heart rate monitors. Just grab that thing, check it out, see where you're at, and it even has most of the time on the treadmills
what it is.
Yeah, the zones right there where you need to be at, and it's not that hard. You just got to walk. I know that's boring. Get your phone out like you already do. Get on your social media. Read a book. Get a podcast.
Listen to
like we're making. I mean, and just walk. I've gotten more work done on my phone walking on a treadmill than anything, because I feel like it's monotonous. It's boring. So let me get shit done while I'm walking. Okay. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, I think so. Do you find people work better? Certain people work better in group settings. Certain people work better one-on-one.
Most definitely.
Because I found the group setting, it was harder to get me there, but once I was there, I felt like the social pressure to try harder. Versus one-on-one, it's a lot easier to come up with excuses and bullshit and half-ass one-on-one, but it was easier to show up, you know?
Yeah, it's all about that. Comes to your trainer too, but I think a lot of people in the group setting enjoy.
My trainer was such a half-ass, man.
Well, that's.
I won't say any names, but
I'm a one-on-one guy. I like one-on-one.
Yeah.
I think I might like one-on-one with the right guy. I don't know.
Yeah,
everybody's different. For me, I'm glad I'm an independent contractor. I work for myself, and I don't have to train people I don't want to train. I'm not at a corporate gym where they're like, hey, you have to train, you have to hit a quota, you have to train these people, and I don't do that. I pick people that I want to work with, that I know they're going to work for me and that are going to give me results, because I expect that out of you, you know, and that's a good thing about working for yourself. Although that makes it hard, and for me to get clients because I have high expectations, but it's just for me, it's, how bad do you want it, man? And why are you coming to me? If you want results, come to me. If you don't, I don't need you or your business. No. You know, that's just me.
How bad do you want it, Chris?
Pretty bad.
How bad?
Haven't eaten red meat in probably a month.
Yeah,
That's good.
that's a good
Getting
start.
there.
Yeah,
That's a good start. Well,
First take
Why
care of that
do you
ankle.
want to lose the weight?
Just because I see, well, all sorts of reasons, but I see like my family's disabled, and it's all because they were, like, I come from a family of alcoholics and drug abuse, but my parents broke that habit, but they replaced those bad habits with food.
yeah.
So like instead of drugs and drinking, they would just eat too much. And so now I'm seeing both my disabled parents. I'm like, I don't want that to be me. At the same time, yeah, I want to be a little more confident with myself. Like what I
What's
see
the
in the mirror a
lightest
little
you've
bit more.
been?
Like, since when?
I don't know. Like,
It's like 10. Were you eating Big Macs, double Big
I
Macs?
used to be skit. Well, I was
like
fat.
in your 20s, were you ever thin?
Well, I was fat as a kid, and then about third, fourth grade, I dropped everything. I dropped like 30 pounds as a kid, and I was skinny till right about the end of high school. Then college and all of that hit, and it was just
You got
kind
your
of
freshman 15?
freshman 40 probably. Yeah.
And so, like, you never really got into fitness.
No, never. I just was either
Playing wiffle ball
fat
and
or
shit?
skinny or fat.
Yeah, I used to like deliver sheetrock in my early 20s. So that's in the summer, and that was like a real like physical job because it was hot. I mean, hot, cold, whatever. And it was like you had to take sheetrock upstairs sometimes, or 2 flights of stairs or whatnot. But when I stopped doing that, and we ate a lot. We had to eat a lot because we were fucking just like 8 houses a day. You know what I'm saying? Like every day. And so, but when I went strictly to truck driving, is when I kept the same eating habits but without the workouts. And I wasn't working out anymore. I never went to the gym because I was always delivering sheetrock. And so then that's when I essentially ballooned up. So I was small. Like I was always like a bigger guy, but I was way smaller in like my earlier 20s. And then like from like 25 to 34, I was 350 pounds.
That's nuts, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it all comes down to everything's got to be in moderation, right? I mean, your parents they replaced the one thing with food, and it wasn't in moderation. They overdid it. And it's the same thing, man. I struggle with moderation and everything. I mean, do I smoke too much? You know, and do I go to the gym too much? Because sometimes I do that, and it pulls from my career because I focus too much in one area than another. So I'm always trying to find that balance. And for me, the best thing I did for my clients is I've experienced the spectrum of the balance, you know, of trying to pull one from here, and then try to focus and see where it pulls from another. And it's like, man, what do you do? But being able to share that relation with your clients is very helpful for them.
I found like, because I've done the CrossFit thing, and I dropped about 20, 30 pounds in about 6 weeks. But my thing is, if I see results, it's like that positive affirmation. I can keep at it. But then I went and I did the Gold's Gym and a personal trainer thing. I wasn't seeing the results, so I could never like commit to it because I never saw the positive outcomes.
Well, what did you think you were going to lose? That's the other thing I think sometimes. People like put like, when you go to a trainer, you don't lose as much as you think you're going to lose. But what did they tell you were going to lose? Do you see what I mean? Did
Well,
they
he just wanted results. He wasn't getting the results.
But
that he
what was
wanted.
the results that you were looking for?
He probably thought he could get them.
I know,
the same
but
results.
what was it?
Weight loss.
I know, but what was it? See, that's a goal.
Well,
See,
like, well,
did you set a goal going into it?
CrossFit, my goal was 20 pounds in 6 weeks.
Okay.
And so I went into, and then I fell off the wagon a little bit, but I was like, all right, I got to get back on the wagon, but I'll do it with Golds this time.
Yeah.
And they had to say, the
Yeah,
same way they
so-
rope everybody in. So I was like, oh, okay, well, instead of doing the class, the CrossFit, I'll go to Golds. It's right by my work. I'll get in there. I was going on lunch breaks, sometimes before work, after work, whatever. And I just wasn't seeing anything, which made it a lot easier to go, you know what, I'm not feeling it today. I got an
Did you
excuse.
set a goal?
Yeah, 20 pounds. I wanted to, 20 pounds in 6 weeks.
again?
Yeah.
You were eating
And
the same and everything?
What's your goal now?
I don't have the 6 week goal, but like I said, end of the year, I'd like to be down 50.
I'm gonna tell you right
Ideally
now.
60
You
or
could probably get
70.
down more than that.
I don't.
I would say more of a goal to
the
start.
other thing, well, but the other thing,
80% of the battle, man, and people think they're gonna go to the gym and get the results. That's not how it fucking works, man. 80% of the battle's nutrition. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. They're gonna tell me you're gonna work out with me. I'm gonna work your fucking ass off. You're not getting the results. It's on you, motherfucker.
the CrossFit, they said that's what they said.
will
They said
get
80% of
pissed
what
off,
we
man.
do
I will.
for you is diet. They're like, you come in, we'll help. But that's the first thing they said day one at CrossFit was, if you do all our classes and you go home and keep eating like shit, don't even bother showing up.
You can't outwork a
And
bad
so I
diet.
did so I was doing the CrossFit plus the super disciplined paleo, trying to eat multiple meals a day, not just eat a dinner and go to bed, which was my bad habit.
Yeah.
So I was doing it all with the CrossFit, and then I fell off the wagon.
Yeah.
And I tried to get back on it. Same thing with the good diet and everything at goal. It just didn't get the same results.
The way I look at it is like this, man. Like, you got to really want it. And it's just that simple. Like when I have people sit in my chair and they like bigger guys. When I have bigger guys sit in my chair and we start talking and they're talking about like, oh, I want to hit the gym or whatever it is. See, I can relate to that, but they don't know that.
Yeah.
They see me now and they're like, so I could be like, well, it's going to take you to start.
Did you have an event that made you go, oh, I want to do it? Or
no,
what changed for you to flip
what
the
changed in
switch?
me is this. I got tired. I got mad. I was getting mad at myself. Why am I not willing to invest in myself? I'm the hardest worker I fucking know. I'll fucking work as hard as I need to. I'll work overtime. I'll be digging holes all fucking night if I had to. I'll go fucking move furniture if I had to. But why am I not willing to fucking take care of myself? And so when I got so fucking mad of not caring about myself first, that's when I started realizing.
Fed up.
Yeah, you get mad at yourself. Like, that's what it's going to take. It's like people was like, what's the secret? Stop making fucking excuses. That's the fucking secret.
You'll hear
When you
every
don't have
excuse in the
time,
book.
I just want to work on my fucking diet first, or I just want to fucking do this. Shut the fuck up, because you're not ready.
Yeah.
You're not ready. Well, you know when you're ready,
Yeah.
but you're not ready. I'm not talking about you specifically, but you're not ready.
Yeah.
Like nothing's gonna stop you. I ain't starting on Monday. I'm going to the gym right now. You ain't ready. I'll start next week. Fuck you. No, shut the fuck up. I can't stand people like that.
Me
I cannot
too,
stand people like that. Like I said, my ears don't fucking work anymore. My eyes do. Show me.
That's one thing I feel like I'm so attracted to Damien and it draws me in. I mean, because I seen the dude, his story of losing weight and hearing that passion right there, but also not only bringing to the table of taking action to do that. Man, look what he's built, bro. And look at the people and the relationships that he does. And the people
But
he
all
affects.
this came from starting to lose weight.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. Like,
you start to love yourself.
Yeah,
man, and show
you start to
yourself that
put yourself
appreciation.
first. Okay, well, fuck. Now, like, okay, now, like, okay, I went from having to be dependent on women to live in life. To not just for that, but to live in life. Like, to where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna float my own life, and now I need to figure this shit out because I don't want to drive trucks now. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm losing weight. Now I'm in fucking beauty school losing weight. I was a truck driver. I got fired from a truck. I got fired from my job. 2 weeks later, I'm in beauty school. Oh, big. I sat behind the wheel 11 hours a day. I ate fucking hot dogs and chips and a soda for breakfast, McDonald's for lunch, and whatever the fuck I wanted for dinner. And I never worked out. So you gonna imagine sloppy. You know what I mean? And you just start to realize, like, fuck, how long do you envision whatever it is that you envision, right? This fucking white chocolate God. How long do you want to enjoy that white chocolate God body? You have that fucking answer. I don't. He doesn't.
Nope.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know you don't, Bradley. Be
I only
quiet.
have the answer for myself.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
That's
the thing, and that's when you have to take responsibility for. And by starting to lose the weight and starting to get like essentially this sounds shallow and shitty, and it's because I've been in both sides. People don't treat. I'm the same height, but people treat me way different now, and it's not because like I'm a business owner. People don't even have to fucking know me, and they treated me way different than when I was a big dude. You know what I mean? Like, how many times, like, when Bradley first started working with me, oh, man, he used to watch me turn hot. When they would be like, hey, what's up, big man? I'll be like, oh, this motherfucker.
See, like, that shit never bothered me,
Oh,
though.
God, I hate that shit. Yeah. Oh, no one fucking says, what's up, missing tooth? What's up, fucking lazy eye? What's up, cleft lip?
No, but they did. What did Kira tell? She said, "Man,
No one fucking does
so
that,
we got
though.
a
I
girl.
hate
She
that
works
shit.
here, and she's real skinny. And they were like, "You need
Oh,
a
yeah.
cheeseburger, bitch."
No, because we told her because we were like we were talking about being big and all that shit, and she's super skinny, and you don't think of anything about people being super skinny. And I was like, hey, well, did anything ever? She goes, like, did anybody ever tell you something to offend you? Dude, like, you felt the pain, right?
Yeah.
As soon as we said that, she goes, eat a cheeseburger, you skinny bitch. I was like, damn, I felt that pain.
Somebody said it. So
I was
people
like,
are ruthless.
Yeah, people are ruthless out there, so I felt that pain. So, but the thing, like, man, that's it, man. It's just like there's no fucking excuses out there, and until you, I mean, you're only cheating yourself. Your dick gets bigger when you lose weight. You know the pouch around it. All right, look, when you get a boner and you're big, push by your dick. That pouch, there's more dick behind there. I've untapped it. I promise you, there's like another 2.5 inches right there. That pouch is gone. Man, I'm I cast a gray shadow.
Bro.
Hey, I'm doing shadow puppets over there with the
Look at him. He's thinking about it too. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Look,
I'm
he's
thinking.
like,
I did not
Right.
sign
Have you
up.
touched the pouch? Have you touched the pouch?
I did not sign up to hear about Damien's dick tonight.
Well, did you touch the pouch? But have you personally touched your pouch? You're like, man, there's like more dick. You never rode the shaft and realized there's more dick
now I know
behind
what
there.
I'm going to do tonight. But here's the problem. I'm going to be thinking about you, so I won't be able to get
Don't
it
think
out.
about me. Think about what you can untap when you fucking stop making excuses.
Oh, my
God.
God.
I'm at
Damn.
home tonight touching my dick pouch thinking Damien.
no.
The dick pouch. Hey, but I don't have a dick pouch now. It's all dick. There ain't nothing there anymore. So anyways.
It's fucking hilarious.
Hey, man, well, yeah, so that's it, man. Just stop making excuses and put yourself first and realize that you're only fucking slowing yourself down. Like, that's it. Like, because you don't know what, I mean, shit, it's going to unlock some shit for you. Period. And I think that should end our podcast tonight.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Dick pouches.
Dick pouches. we got
terrible.
we got dick pouch. Hey, look, if you got a dick pouch, there's more. Unlock the dick. Start. Hit my man up here. Unlock the dick. Hey, use code unlock the dick. Use code unlock the dick, and they get you 25% off your first workout.
Bro. I'll give you results.
Use ask code unlock the dick, and it's there.
Bro.
That shit's gonna go viral. Watch out.
All right, man. This concludes another episode of We Got You. We ran over on this one, but we just had fun.
Yeah,
we got my
for
man
sure.
Bradley Jackson over here. We got white
Dustin.
chocolate off the screen,
Yep.
and we got our guest Dustin.
We got Luis.
WingKorgon off behind
Luis.
camera. We got give my man a follow here at Dustin what?
Dustin Pekar.
That's
my Instagram.
Yeah,
just
at
Dustin
and
Pekar.
spell
It's
it
my
out
first
for
and
them. So
last
that
name. DustinPekar.
Yep.
give him a follow, man. He's always dropping videos. We're about to start dropping We Got You food videos and all that type of stuff.
Hashtag We Got You.
Hashtag We Got You. Look for us on YouTube. That's where all our videos are at right now. We haven't really dropped any podcasts.
Shorthairco.
Yeah, we haven't dropped any like actual podcasts yet. We just have videos on YouTube. So check those
And
out.
if you want to come get in this conversation, y'all know where to find us.
yeah, hit us up, man. These are all guests of ours,
Yeah.
that come and hang out with us. So it's not like, we're just looking for everyday people. So, man, we appreciate you. Fuck off.
All right.
Awesome, man.
Need to edit about 45 minutes out that goddamn podcast.
That was a long one.